Hi everyone, it's Tony Richards and welcome to today's Life Focus. You know, when I was 13 years old, I was a pretty good swimmer and I always enjoyed going out and swimming and tried to swim almost every day if I could, especially during the summer. Growing up in Chicago, you were limited as to the times you could swim after the summer, but enjoyed swimming all the time. Well, one day my parents took my family and my cousin and we went on a trip, and after we had dinner at the motel one night, my cousin noticed there was a swimming pool and he said, "Hey, let's go swimming." So we ran back to the room and we changed and we got down on the elevator and he said, "I'll race you to the pool and I'll jump in the pool first." And I said, "Of course, no, you won't." And so we ran and we raced and we ran across the parking lot. We ran into the pool area and we jumped in. And where I jumped in, it said 3 feet. The problem was that the one had washed off and it was really 13 feet. So I jumped in expecting it to be 3 feet. And when I didn't hit the bottom, I did a foolish thing. I opened my eyes and I realized I was going down. And then the next thing I did instinctively is open my mouth. Well, obviously water came gushing in and I started struggling, and I came up and I went down and I came up and I went down. And then the next thing I knew, somebody was pulling me out of the water. And I'm like, wait a minute, I can swim. I know how to do this. What happened? Well, it was the shock of the expectation being 3 feet when it was really 13 feet. And for the longest time, for years and years and years, and even today, I have to admit, I don't like being in water where I know it's over my head. Doesn't that kind of remind you a little bit of some things that happen to us in life? Sometimes we're going along and things are going great and we know what we're doing and how we're doing it, and there's no problem at all. And then all of a sudden, bam, something happens. And it just surprises us. It shakes us. A pandemic comes along. You lose a job. You have an accident. Something happens. There's an illness. And you're not expecting it. And it catches you. And you start going down because all of a sudden the rush of life is upon you. And suddenly you have to readjust. Either through yourself and your own actions, or somebody's got to help you. But we have to do it. We have to realize that in life, things are going to hit us in ways we're not even expecting, ways that we didn't even fathom, ways in which we have to say, what am I going to do right now? And sometimes you got to do it quickly. Sometimes you think, okay, I'm going down the road and I know I've got a big proposal I've got to do, and you get into the room and you find out you left all your stuff either at home or back at the office. What do? You got to adjust. You hear news about a family member. What do? You have to adjust. And that's what we have to do in life. And that's what I want you to realize, that no matter what happens, there's going to be a period of adjustment. There's going to be a time when I got to say, okay, hold it. I got to take a step back here, and I have to reassess. I have to look at exactly where I am right now. We're looking at life right now. Many of us in America right now, the pandemic is raging out of control. I mean, just raging. Even with the virus or the vaccines coming, they're still saying it's going to take months to get through this, if not another year. We got to adjust. People are finding it hard to adjust. They're fighting it. They're saying, no, I don't want to do that. You see, that's the problem we have, the mindset of change. We get so locked into what we have always been doing that when something allows us and comes along and says, you have to adjust, we have a hard time doing it, or we don't, or we fight it. Instead of saying, okay, maybe if I adjust, it'll be better. Maybe if I wear the mask, this thing will end sooner. But there's a lot of, I say it, stupid people. I know people don't like that word, but sometimes it's really appropriate. And in many people in this country, it's appropriate. But you got to adjust. You got to say, okay, wait a minute. I need now to look at things. I need to assess. I need to understand my options. And then I need to go forward. Just adjust. That's what we have to do. That's what I had to do when I dived into that pool and thought it was 3 feet and found out it was 13. The life focus today from my book: life is like swimming. Learn the basics, have fun, stay alert, tackle the deep end when ready, and always be prepared. Because life will throw you in the deep end at times, won't it? And we will have to adjust. And we will have to say, okay, where do I need help? Who can help me? What can I do? What options do I have? But most importantly, I got to go forward. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you have a great day, a great week, wherever you are in the world. Don't forget, I'm going to keep saying it, January 11th. I'm excited about this. You got to join me, 1 hour, free webinar on leadership and the Leadership Academy. Please join me. Simply go to yourleadershipacademy.org. yourleadershipacademy.org. Click on classes. Click on Leadership 1 free. Click on apply. Fill out the form. Send that. That's all you have to do. A couple days before, you'll get a code, because you have to have a code to get into the class. We'll send you a code and you'll be ready to go. All right? All right, you take care. Wear your mask. Be safe. Be back tomorrow. Have a great day. Understand there's going to be risk. There's going to be things that are going to happen. There's going to be adjustment. But when you adjust, you'll go forward.